The Rocky Mountain elk is a subspecies of elk found in the Rocky Mountains and adjacent ranges of western North America. The winter ranges are most common in open forests and floodplain marshes in the lower elevations. In the summer it migrates to the subalpine forests and alpine basins. The total wild population is about 1 million individuals. The Rocky Mountain elk was reintroduced in 1913 to Colorado from Wyoming after the near extinction of the regional herds. While overhunting is a significant contributing factor, the elk's near extinction is mainly attributed to human encroachment and destruction of the natural habitats and migratory corridors. All Rocky Mountain elk in Washington State are the result of reintroductions conducted in the early 1900s from Yellowstone elk herds. These initial reintroductions have expanded the range and have also been translocated within the state. Not all of these elk have all the habitat to be successful in large numbers. Supplemental feeding programs are used to compensate for lost winter range. In 1990, feasibility studies were conducted to determine if wild, free-ranging elk still had a place in some of the former eastern haunts. Once this was complete, healthy source herds of Rocky Mountain elk from Arizona, Kansas, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oregon, Utah and Alberta's Elk Island National Park were used to introduce this elk subspecies to the former eastern elk range. In recent years, elk from Utah have been used to re-establish a population in Kentucky. As of 2010, the Rocky Mountain elk herd has been diagnosed with a serious disorder called chronic wasting disease. CWD affects the brain tissue of infected elk and is similar in symptoms to bovine spongiform encephalopathy, commonly known as mad cow disease. There is no evidence to conclude that elk CWD is transmittable to humans, and research concerning CWD and its effect on the ecosystem continues. Environmental and CWD problems in Estes Park, Colorado, and on a greater scale throughout the western U.S. and North America have local, state, and federal policy makers searching for solutions. The Rocky Mountain National Park and the Estes Park environments are physically disrupted by the migration of the elk, ranging in size from calves to full-grown 700-pound adults. Several indigenous butterfly and plant species are harmed, especially the aspen groves that the elk herd of perhaps 3,000 animals decimates in its search for food. The elk population, while taxing the common food resources, also adversely affects native species that share the same food supply, such as the indigenous beavers.